There's a variety of issues facing young people in the East End. A lot of it is a lack of aspiration to move on in life and achieve.
I think young people in the East End always get bad press, which then means young people sometimes can live up to that bad press when that in fact isn't true at all.
Working here now for 3 years, I think the main issue is funding and the lack of funding for physical activity. Lots of social deprivation in this area, so it's just making things worthwhile and opportunities arising for the kids.
Young people who are amazing and have a lot of assets to bring, but equally young people whose confidence is low, young people whose aspirations are low, young people whose general well-being and demeanour is low.
Peer pressure is a massive thing, and falling into the wrong crowd, I suppose. And I think that then coupled with maybe not going to school or lack of support, it's then affecting qualifications.
Active East is an award-winning legacy programme based in the northeast of Glasgow, designed to increase levels of physical activity and address the significant health inequalities that exist within the area. The catalyst for the Active East programme was the 2014 Commonwealth Games coming to this area of the city. Our funders, along with local, national, strategic partners, wanted to create a new programme which would bring together all the existing youth and sport organisations and create a new, exciting programme which would focus on youth volunteering and partnership working. The Active East network is completely unique. It is comprised of over 41 local youth and sport organisations, all working together to create a legacy. To increase levels of physical activity and to address the health inequalities, Active East operates a small grants programme. This is open to any organisation which is part of the network and has two main strands. The first is for new physical activity provision, and the second is for staff training with an aim of increasing skills and capacity in this area as well as providing new activity. Active East enables young people to change their lives. Taking a youth work, person-centred approach, the programme targets young people who are experiencing disadvantage and supports them with a tailored package of training and personal development. The Active Champion programme is our youth volunteering programme, open to young people aged between 14 and 25 who either live or want to volunteer in the northeast of Glasgow.
I think what's unique about the Active East programme is it is really genuine people that want to come together to make a difference. It's not just tokenistic, it's not people just saying what they're doing, it's actually real people on the grassroots level making a difference. In addition to that, it's also the bespoke programmes that the Active Champions and the Active Mentors go through as well, and the real intensity of that. A lot of programmes are set up and they are very tokenistic, whereas I feel that Active East really meets people where they are and takes them to the journey that they should be on.
So the big game was, we've been working in East End for a while and we've sort of identified areas where we felt like children were really losing out in physical activity. We contacted a couple of schools and they were really wanting to sell and promote the sports and the physical activity that was going on within the East End. So for us it was a natural partnership where we could then promote their services which were free for kids to attend. We promoted activities such as boxing, badminton and football to all these children, and the partnership really worked and it really helped boost their numbers as well as boost the number of kids in the East End that was taking on physical activity.
So the Beacon Warriors were working on a partnership between myself and my schools about trying to develop a community link to the school by engaging with the children with curriculum sessions, which would then lead on to the children going out to their community club in the evenings once school's finished.
For us, it's really key for working with the schools, particularly active schools, where they really bring the community together in terms of promoting all the services within the local area.
I think there needs to be the pathway from school to community or sports club, and the Beacon Warriors offer a great opportunity for this. So the child's journey just doesn't stop when they leave school, then they have the opportunity to continue that sport and in a sort of community or a club environment.
Our particular programme, it's not designed to change the world. I think it offers opportunity for a young person, but it might change their world. But for us, it's just that opportunity for children to then come and attend or take part in an activity that might promote their sort of life skills, might give them more physical activity, might make them healthier, might involve them more in the community, might make them feel more valued. It's simple things like that that really push children and their parents and the wider community to feel more part of what's actually involved in the wider community.
Young people have that opportunity to go to a safe environment to take place in a sport or activity that they've enjoyed in their school environment. So see, because they've enjoyed it in school, it gives them the confidence to go along and try something new out in a new environment. And once they've been there, we've got sort of proven that they've actually went back time and time again and became part of the Beacon Warriors.
The Judo Girls Rock programme is a programme that Judo Scotland started with an idea to increase the participation of females. With the help of the partnerships, what we've done is we've brought youth work in to deliver judo. And when we're delivering the judo, we pretty much make judo into a dance format to allow young females feeling relaxed and confident about being able to deliver the sport of judo, which is sometimes seen as aggressive and hard to get involved with. Summing it up is Judo Scotland started with an idea 3 years ago, and the project's allowed us to play with that idea. 3 years later, we can see the project going from strength to strength.
The Girls Judo programme has been really significant for the whole of the East End, but specifically with South Kimilaki. Judo Scotland and Youth Scotland had approached us to do a female-only activity, and South Kimilaki grasped the opportunity, really wanting something for girls in the local community to do. There was lots for boys to do. Football in South Kimilaki is really popular, and nothing specifically for girls. It really has taken off because it was free, because the youth workers in the local area were completely bought into the programme. They would go around and recruit the girls. The judo coaches were really willing to work in partnership with the youth workers and take on a slightly different approach to a sport which historically hadn't been available in the local area. Being so close to the Emirates Arena and having the opportunity to go along and see the Judo Open, as well as the Judo Stars coming along and visiting the project, really made it something quite special, and it's one of the most long-standing activities that's ever been available in the local community.
When I went to the residential, we started to find out more about what Activiste was, what it's going to be, and I felt quite inspired, and now 3 or 4 years on, I'm still a part of Activiste. Activiste have gave me lots of opportunities, from new skills, new delivery methods, new courses to take back to obviously my local youth groups. But not only this, they've also inspired me, they've helped me get through stages that are tough. So when you go back into the community, you can take the training you've got from Activiste, and in the future you might then build on these training that you've done, you might then deliver to other young people, and it then becomes a network for not only Activiste but for that community, and it builds strong partnerships all the way through the communities and local youth groups. So It is important to me to volunteer and support my community, not only because it's a good thing to do or it's a little bit of fun, but actually for me, I've been through that process. There's been people who have supported me, and without the support, you never know where you could be. You might have not got to uni, you might have not done the best you can. So what I want to do is give it back to the other young people. I want to make their lives better and encourage them, inspire them, and just motivate them to do the best they can.
I currently volunteer at loads of different places, but every Wednesday I come to here, the Barrowfield Centre, and help with the girls only judo. I help lead sessions, join in the judo activities and help with the youth work stuff. I got involved in Active East so I wasn't sitting about the house and I was able to have stuff to do. I've had lots of volunteering opportunities with Peak, Baltic Street, Jump To It and many other organisations. Also took part in the Kilt Walk in April this year, which is super fun. I've had lots of opportunities for Active East, such as working with the Glasgow Rocks, sports leaders training, community achievement and first aid, child protection and stuff like that. During the summer I'd volunteered 24 hours a week.
I've had a variety of experiences with Active Champions, but firstly it's gone back 3 years ago when the programme first started. I've seen so many young people, really vulnerable young people that would stick the Vicky up to me, and you know, fast forward a few years and they're now youth workers within their area.
Without Active East, we wouldn't actually be there. So it gives a lot of chance to work with a lot of kids in deprived communities that don't get the chance. So by getting the grants and support, it's been a lot of help for us to get support.
I see it as an organisation that helps young people in the East End of Glasgow, in particular around sport, but also an organisation that gives them other skills to help them develop the whole person, and also support to develop that whole person.
Active East means everything to me. It's helped me do so much stuff that I didn't think I'd be able to do. I've got to go on residentials, meet new people, make lots of new friends and complete lots of training, and I've had thousands of opportunities since I started.
There's been a variety of benefits of being part of the Active East network. For example, connecting with local young people who may not have been connected to Peak or even other organisations before, connecting with other partner organisations to develop true partnerships that can only benefit children, young people and communities even more as well. But also it's just about getting together a real group of people who actually want to make a difference to the lives in the East End.
To me, there's been so many benefits of being part of the Active East network. I feel that it's opened so many doors to me as an active schools coordinator to find out what's going on in the community around about my local schools. The opportunity to apply for funding, which has allowed some amazing projects to take place in my school, and just to realise there's a huge network out there that you're now involved in, through emails, through meetings, through speaking to the guys. It's just really helped me in my job and made my life a bit easier.
For me personally, Active East has actually given me a lot of opportunities through volunteering and supporting young people. Because of the club, the Viking Warriors, they provide a lot of champs, and we're the active mentors, we look after the champs. So they provide a lot of support for us. As me personally, a lot of support to look on to the active champs and give them support as well. So a lot of feedback.
I think what the Active East programme means to the community in the East End is it provides hope. It provides hope where sometimes hope was lost for communities, for young people, for families.
Active East in my life has not only gave me the good skills and the training, but instead you go through school and you're forced to go. You're forced to get an education and progress further, get a job. But joining Active East is something I made myself. I took that opportunity to go on that first residential and continue on through. But I wasn't just there for the skills, I've been cared for the whole way through, they've looked after me, they've gave me these opportunities, but most importantly guided me through, and that's not through forcing anyone to do anything, it's just encouraging me to do my best.